under pressure. He'll tuck it in and run. Vince to the 5. Young, touchdown Texas. Touchdown Vince Young. He's done it again.
Pass comes into Jordan. Here's Michael in the foul line. A shot on Elo. Good! The Bulls win it! They win it!
Stockton, open three. Yes! John Stockton sends the Utah Jazz to the NBA Finals.
Well,
here's the only issue and why I'm a little mum about this is that we don't know. Like all of this is speculation from us. We honestly don't know. And that's the hard part that I have about this is that I'm not going to claim to tell you that I have any clue how this went down or how the negotiation went. I wish I knew. Like, it would be really cool to know that. It'd be really cool to know what their plans are for the future, but I have no clue. So I'll give you some excitement and things that could happen, but again, it's all speculation and the show may not age very well, but I don't think any of the things I've said have aged very well. So that'll play out right. It is exciting. I mean, kind of expected, right? If you look at it from when it happened, I think a lot of people could have predicted this. Topps has the history. People enjoy the Topps brand, especially when it comes to baseball. Put out some good products. If you're Fanatics, why wouldn't you do it if the opportunity's there?
Of course.
Why reinvent something that seems to be a pretty good thing in sports cards?
Right.
So yeah, sure. Makes a whole lot of sense. And there are some things that we could speculate about here in just a little bit for other sports that actually matter that I'd be pretty excited about. And I say that with a smile on my face.
Well, it's really funny that you say that, Chad, because I have a reason for you to be actually very excited and or relieved about this deal. Baseball, you don't like, I know. And I wish I could hate you for it, but honestly, based on the prices of boxes nowadays, I think you could argue that a majority of America agrees with you that baseball is the least of the big three, at least. They're the closest to being affordable boxes at the moment. They were the last to increase their prices.
Okay.
Here's why you should be excited.
Okay.
Fanatics will now start tweaking with the cards, right? Because they own the company, and I'm sure they'll release whatever Topps was slated to release at this point. But I expect that Fanatics is going to try and get their name brand, their not necessarily their logo, but their look, their style. They're going to want to start messing with it. This might be the science lab for them to figure out their cards, so that when football and basketball come around, they've got some of the kinks figured out.
That would be cool, and that seems very, very logical, not too speculative. So I could buy into that. I like where your head's at.
And it may not be that we see that change, here in the next month or year, but it may be before 2026 when Panini loses the license for the NBA and NFL. I'm just saying we might get a little bit of a preview, and it's nice for you that it is baseball because you don't care.
Hey, if I was going to test something out, I would test it out on baseball.
Yeah. Would you test it out on baseball or hockey?
Oh.
Baseball, for sure. I mean, get that hockey product right.
See, no, I'm going hockey.
I don't know, though. Like, I don't think they're going to mess with things very much, right? Like, this was the path of least resistance to just kind of transitioning into doing cards, right? Like, they don't have to do squat. Like, Topps can just keep rolling with their whatever their like roadmap was for the next couple of years. And yeah, I mean, I could see Fanatics tweaking things a little bit, but like, are they going to? Because they clearly didn't want to start from scratch, right? Like,
right.
Because they could have, right? They could have just waited and they could have spent the next couple of years like doing whatever in the background, but now they'll just have to keep rolling with it, right?
I like both of your ideas for this segment. Keep going with them. I'm going to be the guy who just craps on everything.
That's cool.
So we don't know that, right? We don't know that Fanatics doesn't want to reinvent their whole thing. We don't know. We don't know. So I'll play right on the fence. This whole thing, it'll look great here in a couple of years.
And I think it would actually make a lot of sense for Fanatics not to turn Topps into Fanatics cards, but to keep the Topps brand. There's, as Tim pointed out, especially in the baseball community of those buyers, the Topps brand has so much value. And what do you guys think about this idea in 2026? Topps basketball or some Topps football returning. None of that upper deck non-licensed Scottie Pippen crap.
Hey,
that would get me really excited. And I think that has a lot of people excited. Social media was buzzing when this news dropped. Yeah. Everyone anticipating
Topps Chrome. Topps Chrome. That's all I saw. Topps Chrome, basketball, Topps Chrome, football. Bowman
and
Chrome,
it's funny. It's very much an era type thing because Ricky and I weren't really into sports cards during that time when Topps Chrome came out.
Right.
For me, it's Topps Finest and Stadium Club, which I know are second tier compared to Topps Chrome based off value. But for me, that's what got me most excited. But it is fun to see everyone having some excitement in the hobby, right? We were talking about pre-show, how it's really hard to want to go buy a box of cards or go buy a card for value because everything's going down. But yeah, this generated some buzz.
Yeah. Yeah. Which brands would you be looking forward to, Timmy, in football or basketball?
It's got to be Topps Chrome still. I have never liked Prism football. And unfortunately, that's all I had when I kind of got back into the hobby with you guys. And I don't know any different, but like when I look back on Topps Chrome cards, they look so much better.
Yeah.
I don't know. Subjective, obviously, but it's pretty exciting. And Chad, I hadn't even thought about Stadium Club. Stadium Club is severely underrated as a product, even for baseball. The photographers and like the photos behind that product, like there's so much, I don't want to say creativity. It's not creativity. It's like passion. You can tell. Like the photographer gave a crap. It wasn't just like a player on a green screen so that they could crop him out and put him on a solid navy blue background in Prism. Like they're actual photos of something happening, like a cool moment. It's like timeless moments, but
yes,
in the moment. I don't know. That's not making any sense. But like, I'm super excited about that getting applied to other sports.
That is the most beautiful thing you've ever said.
I agree with you, though. I love Stadium Club. It was really, in my mind, back in '92 basketball, one of the key, one of the key sets that actually had inserts that really started the insert boom of the '90s, and that's with Beam Team.
Okay.
And people could argue which one it is. For me, it's Beam Team in my mind. And I would love to see them come out with a modern day Beam Team for basketball and football cards. That would get me very excited.
How long will it be until we see the, next rookie class once they have the NBA contract, come out with a Shaq Gold card, all version, it'll be a retro.
Right.
Oh,
that'd be awesome.
Milking that for sure.
Yeah. Yep. Yes, they would.
Do you think it's possible that now I know I'm going to drive Chad nuts about this,
Good,
but we're going to dive way down into the wormhole. Do you think it's possible that they may proceed with Topps as Topps, not Fanatics, and once Panini's license expires, simply only have Topps and Topps brands? Does that make sense? That question?
I think it does. It's just like how Donruss basketball, it still says Donruss, right? Like they haven't messed with that. There's a very tiny little Panini yellow rectangle on the back of the cards, and otherwise they leave the branding alone, except for that on a box. I could very easily see Fanatics doing something similar, just letting the product go.
Well, but what do we think about this idea of what if they were to only own Topps and their forms of cards? So that means Panini Prism goes away, all Panini brands, or would you rather see them try and acquire Panini so that we can keep having those brands as well?
I don't think anybody's gonna cry if Panini is just wiped from the face of the earth.
Monopolies traditionally are not in sports cards. I got to be careful how I phrase this. I don't enjoy when there is one company and only one company that puts out a brand or a line of cards.
Right.
So I feel that the quality goes down. I feel that competition goes down. So when competition's not there, the drive can go away. I really like it when there are multiple players, like having some stake in it. And I don't think even if Fanatics acquired Panini, that there would really be that drive between Panini and Topps. Now I'm really speculating, but I don't know that it would matter much. I guess I don't really know where I'm going with this. Someone interrupt me for the love of God and change the subject.
All right, Tibby, what does this do for Tops's NFT program?
Oh, don't no. I'm not gonna take that bait.
Here's the scary thing. I was reading up on this purchase and reading an article on CNBC, and they were talking about the fact, let me just say, the article made it sound like Fanatics' whole purpose of acquiring these card brands is to be to really put up NFTs, get in the NFT game. They think that's where the money's to be made down the road.
It's coming, guys. I don't care if you guys don't think so. It's coming. The whole world needs to adapt to this at this point. These card companies are lazy. Fill in the beep so that nobody has to do it this week. But why wouldn't?
Oh, weird. That would be you.
Yeah. Oh, here's a retroactive beep. Here, place that in where it needs to go.
You're welcome, Tim, in 60 minutes.
No, there's... Why wouldn't you? There's zero production costs behind doing an NFT for cards. Fanatics would just throw these pictures and packs onto their website.
I won't do it. I will not get involved with NFTs. Color me done in the hobby when that is the only way to participate.
Yeah.
I second that, Ricky.
Do we think that the other thing that was clear from the article to me was that I was reading was that this was Fanatics' plan all along from the outset. I didn't realize how planned this was when they went in and bid on these exclusive deals with the NBA, NFL, and baseball. They intended to acquire one of these companies. Do we think that they'll go after Panini as well? And do you think Panini will fold?
They have to go after Panini. Why wouldn't they? Like, it's just the next logical step. And Panini products have been so blah the last couple of years that I'm actually excited if they do. I mean, we were just blabbing about Immaculate being such a poor value for basketball before the show. I mean, imagine what they could do if they actually decided to spice up things like Immaculate, National Treasures. I don't know. It would be really cool.
All right. And here's my last question for you guys. Do you believe that Fanatics will eventually get into grading?
It's not even a doubt.
Don't they already have slab cards?
They do, and they're hideous.
They're awful.
They're so hideous.
Look like you bought them in the souvenir shop of the team shop for whatever team you root for.
Why wouldn't you, though, right? Just try and take over more. I mean, that's what Nat Turner's been doing for the last 2 years, right?
Hey, Chad, what is B for?
B is for Beckett, baby.
F is for...